And now, coming to you live from an undisclosed location somewhere in the Ozark Mountains, it's Spooky Talk Show with Josh the Devil. And now, here he is, Josh the Devil.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. YouTube does weird stuff and it says you're live and you're not live, and then it's lying and you're lying and I'm not lying, and here we are. And it's Spooky Talk Show. We're back in the old shed. That's right. If you watched our previous video, I came out here and I got this place all cleaned up. And we even took a look at our door over there, which has been signed by everybody who came and performed on Spooky Talk Show. Maybe there was a few people who didn't, because I'm not sure we started doing that on the first season. Did we do that? You're just a lamp? Okay, well, I think we did it. We started doing it fairly early. So we got Adam the Woo signed it over there, and Paul Hodge, and we got Daz. Anyway, you can check out the last video and see some of the awesome people that signed that over the couple of years that we were doing it out here. And we're back. As you can see, I didn't really have time to spruce up the place or fix the holes in the shit, so it is what it is. And speaking of it is what it is, we got a good show tonight, I think. I think we do. You know, hell, I don't know anymore. I don't know. But I can tell you a couple of things. One, I got some jokes. You ain't heard these jokes before. And we got a new writer who wrote said jokes. So I think you're going to like that. And we got a couple of other things. I'm going to try something I've never done. A lot of you guys are going to go, wait, Josh has never done this, but I've never done this. What am I talking about? Not that, you perverts. Not that. I'm talking about riffing. Not a movie riff, because I'm holding off. I'd love to do Tango and Cash. Tango and Cash seems awesome. Doesn't seem like a good one. But no, we're going to start small. We're going to start with a little 12-minute short film. I threw some jokes together over the last hour or so, and it was, I think it went okay. I wrote them down, and we'll see if I can stumble my way through them, and maybe you guys will enjoy that. I know I probably could have taken some time and, reached out to some other guys, and we could have collaborated and made this really awesome. But you're watching Spooky Talk Show, and we don't do that kind of shit around here. We just don't have time. So we got what we got, and I think it's going to be good. I'm going to laugh. You guys can laugh at me if you don't laugh with me. We got a fun little old school public domain short called The Do's and Don'ts of Dating. And who couldn't use some good old 1949 advice on the do's and don'ts of dating? Spooky Talk Show watchers? Yes, that's you. I know it is. And there we go. So gotta mention real quick, there's a link down below. You can jump on our Patreon page. I would love it if we got a few more patrons over there. $1 a month would be awesome. You get access to all the bonus streams from our previous guests, because some of those people, you just can't shut them up, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. And there's extra stuff that doesn't make the show, so you can jump over there. You can watch Casey Orr tell some additional stories. Cole Molina, I think, has one over there. And there's more. And I'm going to start giving stuff away. I've got all kinds of notes and souvenirs and things from over the years, and I'd love to start doing giveaways. And Wyatt and I are going to do a live stream where we, I don't know, what did we decide? I don't know, take song requests and sing them in the style of Morrissey and Elvis Costello, something like that. I don't remember. But it would be awesome if you did that. We've also got a Teespring site where you can pick up Spooky Talk Show t-shirts and rep the show, and that's awesome too. But right now it'd be really rad if you went over to the Patreon page. Patreon page. So, man, I guess that's it. We've got, look, I'm not going to lie, I programmed too many buttons. I was a little bit too ambitious tonight, and so some of this shit doesn't work. Well, then some of this just doesn't work, and that's okay. You guys are cool with that, right? Right. So we're going to push this button and see what happens. Okay. Hey, there we go. Camera 2's working. It's working. We got jokes, that's right. I know you guys don't watch the news. You come to Spooky Talk Show and you're like, Josh, what the fuck is going on in the world? And I'm like, relax. I'll do my best. But Big story in the news this week. Apparently, Donald Trump Jr. has tested positive for COVID-19. I need a cricket sound effect button. I didn't say it was surprising news. I just said it was a big story. And yeah, Donald Jr. is the most recent member of the first family to test positive for the virus. And this brings the current number of Trumps to test positive to... My math's not good. I think it's like 4 out of 6 if we count Tiffany. No one counts Tiffany. I think that's almost a full set. Hey, look, the White House stated that it's uncertain as to where or how Don Jr. may have contracted the virus. However, later that day, a cryptic statement heavily suggesting that people should not share straws with one another was made. Anyone with any class would tell you that you use a Benjamin. I tried to find a better coked up Don Jr. picture. That was the best I could find on short notice. I'm sorry. But speaking of problems for old Presidente, Viva el Presidente! I'm sorry. I watched too much Young Ones. Hope seems to be diminishing for the current administration as another federal judge denied the president's most recent motions for recounts and vote dismissals this week. They did, yeah. Did you hear about it? No, because you're a refrigerator. You may have heard about it, though. Now, in the closing remarks, the most recent judge even made it a point to tell the president's lawyers, that's not how the Constitution works. Of course, that's what the American people have been saying to the Trump administration for the last 4 years, but whatever. No, seriously though, I in all sincerity, to the judge I say, hell yes, man. It takes a lot of guts to do what's right and stand up to a bully, even one as orange and as goofy looking as that. All right, well, there we go. And I'll do a rim shot there for no good reason at all. What else? Well, it does seem to be interesting to me to find out what's going to happen next month, because January 20th is quickly approaching. I know it seems like a ways away, but trust me, as a dad with 4 kids, 4 boys who all need Christmas presents coming up, yeah, that little window of time is quickly just disappearing, and then Christmas will be here. And you know what happens right after Christmas? Then it's immediately into the new year, and then it's moving day. It's moving day. I have extra boxes and bubble wrap if you need them. You just let me know. I got them inside. I don't mind. I got a dolly right over there. I got a nice new red dolly. Little red dolly would roll your shit right out. Anyway. Yeah, so as it currently stands, the president has not conceded to defeat in the recent election, and he hasn't made it clear as to whether or not he plans to leave the White House. Not that it matters. This would make Trump the first president since George Washington to make the American people afraid that there's not going to be a peaceful transfer of power. We're living in history right now, folks. I need you to think about that. Now, we don't just sit around here at Spooky Talk Show twiddling our thumbs and worrying about this kind of shit. No, our crack team of researchers, meaning Kevin Smith, our writer, came up with a brilliant plan, and I think you guys are really going to like it. I think it's really going to be successful, and we're going to get peace on January 20th. How? Well, I'm going to unveil what I'm calling Operation Eviction Notice. That's right, we're sending in the landlady, and she's kicking everyone's ass, and she will not drop that ash. No, she won't. And Trump will be gone, and she'll get Junior out of there and whatever little closet Eric is hiding in, and he'll be gone too. And if Tiffany's in there, she'll get Tiffany out of there too. I'm not worried. You guys shouldn't be either. If only she was real. Okay, well, what else? Well, proven this week that freedom isn't free. It's really hard not to sing the rest of that song right there. Junior redneck champion, and this says murder suspect, but I'm going to call him ass-face murder fucker. Kyle Rittenhouse, he was released on a $2 million bail. What? How could that happen? You're probably asking yourself. You're not asking yourself that. But you might be surprised to learn that Rittenhouse's bail was paid not by his friends and family and, that couple with the machine gun and the gun out there and the mustard stain, and the dead behind the eyes. You remember them. It wasn't paid by them. I know. I thought for sure they'd be right there. Nope. It was the My Pillow guy All right, you may have seen that coming, but wait for it. Who else? Oh, it's Ricky Schroeder. And fuck him. I know he wants to be called something else, but he's a douchebag, and I'm going to call him Ricky. Ricky. Little Ricky. He's about yay tall. Little Ricky Schroeder. Now, who would have thought that a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, spoiled little rich kid would grow up to be an Aryan? I don't know. It wasn't me. And he drove a little train around the house. We got a new theme for Silver Spoons. It's here we are, face to face, a couple of racist goons. I should have listened to that theme song. I haven't heard that theme song in fucking 30 years. No, I guess it'll be, oh God. Okay, maybe more than 30 years. Okay, I'm going to not think about that too long. Move on to the next joke. Because it's funny. In world news this week, the Pope's official Instagram account had liked a photo of a young Brazilian model who was wearing a very, very small Catholic schoolgirl uniform. Is that even considered small? That's tiny. In response, the Vatican quickly stated that it was not the pontiff who liked the image. No. That's such a dude answer, isn't it, really? I mean, hey, it wasn't me. That's a thing, right? It wasn't me. There's a song. It wasn't me. Yeah, but that shit wouldn't work with my girlfriend. Maybe it'll work with God. All right. Well, the laughs were too long for that joke, but that's all right. All right. Oh, finally, Colorado. Old Colorado opened their first In-N-Out burgers this week. And what they found outside the doors was a 14-hour-long line of people waiting to order. Can you imagine that? A line for food that's so long that it takes 14 hours to just get through the line. That doesn't count ordering, waiting for your food, finding a place to sit. The polling lines weren't that long. I mean, I guess, or maybe there were a couple of them, but holy shit, I tell you, I've had In-N-Out burger before, and it is amazing. You get your burger animal style with the grilled onions, but notably, this also makes the double the biggest thing to hit Colorado since that big cloud of pot smoke a few years ago that came drifting in. I don't know. I think the pot smoke may still be bigger. Have you been there? It's like a haze, but the people are just mellow. I don't know what the crime rate is. It's probably like 3. Yeah, you measure that how you want. Now, no records were broken by the 14-hour-long line, as a 15-hour-long line to use their bathroom quickly began to form. Oh! There it is. It's poop humor. Yeah, that's what it is. It's poop humor. It's okay. That's all right. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with poop humor. Is there? What do you think, Hacksaw? You heard Hacksaw. Poop humor's fine. Okay, guys, we are going to try something new tonight. It's a little different. I've never done this before. We've got a fantastic I think it's it's a little funny short film with some odd things that happen throughout it, and I think you guys are going to like it, and I'm going to try to do my best to make some jokes here. And like I said, I threw these together over the last hour, so all right, maybe that's just an excuse, but whatever. So I'm going to... Okay, let's see if I can remember which buttons to push and make this work. Okay, I think it's this one. And go.
Yes, Mom, I've got it. What's that?
Just how high are the teams?
Oh, yes, the ticket he told me about.
To the grotto.
Well, let's see what he has to say. Here's the latest on my broken ankle.
You bastard, I can't
Doc
believe
says
it.
I'll
Tanya
be
Harding
all right,
asked.
only I have to stay off my feet for a week or so.
And have my legs removed.
Anyway, here's the ticket for the High Teen Carnival. It's too late to turn it in, so you have yourself a time and tell me all about it.
Sound like a suicide note.
One couple.
But a couple of what?
That means a date. Not like just going around with a crowd.
He's been to an orgy?
Just me and the girl. Well, that's all right.
It's weird that I've never thought
Only
about that at all before.
what girl?
Ever.
Who?
How do you choose a date?
Tinder?
Whose company would you enjoy?
No.
Well, one thing you can consider is looks.
Jerk.
Woody thought of Janice and how good-looking she was.
I guess.
He'd really have to rate to date somebody like her. Yes, he'd enjoy that. Except, well, it's too bad Janice always acts so superior and bored.
Well, maybe you're just
She'd
boring.
make a fellow feel awkward and inferior.
Maybe you're just awkward and inferior. Who came up with that balloon scoring system?
Well, perhaps someone who doesn't feel superior. There's Betty,
Look how big her
and yet
shoulders
it just
are.
doesn't seem as if she'd be much fun.
Based on what?
What about Anne? She knows how to have a good time and how to make the fellow with her relax,
Oh,
have
this
fun
isn't even
too.
cotton candy. It's insulation.
Yes, that's what a boy likes.
That
He
Ninja
wants
Turtles.
to know he's appreciated. Anne would be fun on a date.
Not like that awful boring Betty.
So Woody decided he'd ask Anne for this first date. But just how should he ask her?
Wait a minute, can
And
this kid
what if
hear
she
the
refused?
narrator?
No, it won't be easy asking for that first date.
Well, Woody, hi.
Hi, Ed.
What you doing?
Just thinking.
Don't work too hard.
Oh, zing! He's one of our writers. I guess he likes to watch.
Ed, is this private?
No, stick around if you like.
Ew, he does like to watch.
Well, hello, Edward. I thought I heard you come in.
Hi, Mom.
With all the
What's for
farting.
supper?
Oh, Mom, is it all right with you if I have a date Saturday night?
Well, of
What's for
course,
supper?
you generally go out on Saturdays.
Hello. May I speak to Mary, please?
But, Mom, this is different. A
She's not
date.
from Canada or anything.
Well, I haven't asked her yet, but I'd like to take Aunt Davis to the
You'd say
high
you're
tea
all
carnival.
this.
Oh, Anne's a nice girl, but
Didn't she
a
have your
date?
lead?
Well, you're rather young.
I'm 37.
Oh,
I'm
Mom,
not
give him a
young.
break. I think he can swing it. We
Yeah,
all have to
fair.
start sometime.
Well, if you don't overdo on dating,
Okay. you
Ed
can-
knows what I mean. Weekends only and not too late.
Thanks,
Mary?
Mom.
Ed's out there.
I just called up to check on tonight.
Okay.
I
back
think
to
I can
sleep.
get by a little earlier than usual. How's 7:30?
You gotta find
All
yourself
right,
a
Mary.
man who looks
Bye
at
now.
you like Woody looks at his brother.
Boy, you sure make it sound easy. How do you do it?
Practice,
Drugs.
my boy. Experience.
But I don't think I'll know what to say, what to talk about.
I want the stuff in my
Now,
pants
don't
to get the
worry
right
about that.
outline.
Just be your natural, talkative old self.
Tell her
Come
about
on,
your
let's do
pod
it for
collection.
Wait a second. Oh, Mom, is the floor dry yet?
Yes, you can come in.
Always be a gallant, not a goofus. Oh, how does this thing work? Kids, this is what we called a fax machine. It was wonderful.
Hello, Mrs. Davis.
This is the cops. Your
This
husband's
is
in
Woody.
jail. The state looks down on
Alan
Solomon.
Woodruff. May I speak to Anne?
Wait, his name's not Woody?
How do you ask for a date?
Yo, baby, you ever had your asshole licked by a fat man
What
in an
about
overcoat?
this?
Oh, maybe not.
Anne? Well, how about a date?
Nailed it.
Well, I mean,
Well, really? No thanks, Woody.
I'm waiting for Buzz. The nerve.
Well, suppose he did it this way.
What's your
Anne?
favorite movie?
What you doing Saturday night?
Well, I guess I'm busy.
Oh, yeah? Any chance of giving him the brush off for me?
Well, of all the nerve!
The balls on this.
Well, is there another way?
Probably not.
Anne?
Just give up.
This is Woody.
You know, the sheriff.
Well, I have a ticket for the High Teen Carnival Saturday, and, well, would you like to go?
Why, yes, Woody. I'll have to talk to my folks about it, but I think I can go.
Does it matter that
That'll
I'm a
be
ghost?
fun.
Yeah. Well, shall I pick you up about 8 o'clock?
That's fine, Woody. 8 o'clock Saturday. I think it'll be all right, but I'll let you know for sure. Bye.
Now, which one's Woody
Stay
again?
with Woody.
That really tall, handsome
Everything.
quarterback? Wait, is that her dress? Or is that a robe? Dress robe? Candygram.
Come in. Hi, Ann. Hi, Judy. What are you doing?
Why aren't you the inquisitive little sister?
I'm getting ready for my date tonight with Woody.
What's a
Oh,
Woody?
he's nice. A date, huh? What'll you do?
Well, it's
Go to some
1949, so
fancy
not
place
much.
for dinner?
No, silly. We're going to the High Teen Carnival.
And then he'll bring me home. Oh, that doesn't sound like much.
Finally, someone I like.
We'd have fun at the carnival, you and I, wouldn't we?
Oh, yes.
Well, Woody and I are going to have fun in just that way.
So he's your
I think
sister.
the important thing about a date is to have a good time. And you don't need to spend a lot of money to do that. You just enjoy whatever you're doing. Whether it's movies or parties or anything.
We're running drugs for the
And you
Mexican
leave your boyfriend
cartel.
enough money so he'll ask you again.
My, you'll be out late.
Why not particularly late? Mom and Dad and I have an agreement about what time to come in.
Otherwise, the
Look,
chastity belt goes back on.
Will you be a honey and get my stockings from the bathroom?
Sure.
Mom, do we have any cleaning fluid?
Cleaning fluid? What did
Oh,
he...
my God.
Goodness, you know we have some. Oh, here, let me.
No, I'll do it.
That's it, son.
Thanks,
Look
Mr.
your
Whiffle.
best. Your first date is mighty important.
Yeah.
Just a little chloroform.
Dad, were you excited the night of your first date?
I sure was.
So was I. I took my date seriously. A date was a major event. Why, the night of my first date, my date had a flat tire and he was an hour late. And he didn't even bother to call me.
Call
When
you?
he finally
Was it
came, I had to
1806?
run upstairs and do my face and my hair all over again. Oh, I was so upset.
That fella had a lot to learn about girls. Your mother lost all interest in him after she met me.
He's buried in the cellar now.
And the moral of that story is
Always
that I
have
should
a
be on
spare
time
tire.
tonight, right?
You bet. And the same goes for Ann.
Any girl who can't be ready on time for a date isn't good enough for my boy.
Date. Save your money for
Well,
a
what
mirror,
are
kid.
you doing? Oh, go find a mirror so you can see yourself.
I don't know that that's going to help.
Hi, Woody. Oh, hi. Big night, eh? Yeah. Flowers. Ann won't expect flowers, will she?
Flowers. I'm in over my head.
Oh, I hardly think so. I'm taking these to Mary because it's a special occasion.
I'm
Of
dumping
course, if
her.
you want to take flowers anyway, I guess there's no law against it.
What a weirdo.
But I don't have to, unless it's a ritzy affair.
Because I really don't want to.
That's the general idea. Flowers for a prom or a very special party. Otherwise, you don't need to.
Yeah, they remind her of death.
Say, I'll have to run.
Me too. See you later.
Whoever you are.
I'm going, folks.
All right, Ed. Have a nice time.
Where'd the lights go? Hello?
But when you're having so much fun,
Get
time
out.
goes all too fast. Well, it's the time Ann had set for getting home.
7:15.
And now, good night. The end of a perfect evening.
Perfect. It's all downhill from here.
But how do you say good night?
Why don't you just tell us?
Perhaps
Yo!
Please.
But Ann.
Well, they'll turn blue. Oh, there's always my tube sock. Wait, is that the only choice?
Or it could go this way.
Well, so long.
The Josh the Devil signature move.
Just like that.
Just like that.
After all, a girl likes to know you've had a good time. So let's try saying goodnight again.
This time,
One
not
more
like
way.
a goober.
Well, it's getting late.
Yes, it is. I'd ask you in for a bite to eat if it weren't so late. Let's plan to get home in time for a sandwich or something next time.
Say, that sounds good. I'll call you next week.
Will you?
You had me at sandwiches.
Well, thanks so much. I had loads of fun.
So did I.
Good night, Woody.
Night, Ann.
And he's what am I? It's 1949. What am I thinking? It's as good as it gets. And there you go, do's and don'ts of what to do on a date. Hey, there we go. All right, so let's switch over here to this weird camera. Hey, so all right, maybe my mic wasn't up quite loud enough for that, but I did my best. And maybe I'll even do it again. Oh, hey, Kevin, if you're watching, feel free to write more jokes where I get to sing a little bit because I don't necessarily think I'm good at it, but I sure like to do it and annoy everyone. Sort of like Madison on XM. You guys listen to Madison? She's that kind of annoying that you can't stop listening to for some reason. Okay. No more Madison imitations. I guess that's it for this week. I want to thank Kevin Smith for writing our jokes. Not that Kevin Smith, but a different Kevin Smith that's just as good. And thanks to everybody who offered me some help that I didn't have time to use. Ryan, I know you were ready to help. So let's pick out another short and we will collaborate on that one in the future. I guess that's it for this week. Is that is that it there, Hacksaw? Well, I guess that's it. Okay, well, that's Spooky Talk Show for this week. I'm going to push this button and hopefully the outro plays, and that's the end of it. Next week, we'll do, I don't know, something else. I was supposed to have a Twitter question ready, but I think I took a nap instead, so piss off.